what it is. Let's look into this here. All right, for sure. Let's get it right. Or get at least closer than we are to the truth. Now, one thing that's ironic, and I'm coming to the understanding of every truth. They say truth is stranger than falsehood. So before we get out of hand about hearing something that's different, in order to know you going forward, is to study stuff different or to look into something that appears to be a different way to accept something, or altogether forget about what you was taught because we know it's a lie. I mean, you don't dwell on Santa Claus, do you? You don't think you should go back into believing it, do you? You understand? You don't think once you know that sun gazing is good for you, you don't go back into not doing it or not believing that it's not, right? Or not believing that it's good. And I use that word belief in a really different type of way. Because belief means you don't know. To believe anything, you should catch yourself when you use that word. You say, well, I don't believe. Stop right there. And identify and signify to yourself that you're saying that you don't know. That's not, you can't use belief as a crutch, because belief just states you don't know. So if somebody's telling you something and you say, well, I don't believe that. You know what I believe? You still misguided, misdirected, and have nothing, not even one leg to stand on, because it's only something you believe. So when you use the word belief, stop yourself. Adjust yourself closer to the truth. So what do you know? And when you look at that part and you look back in your head or in your memoirs, reads, and you find out you don't know. You haven't studied that much. You know a lot of things about actors. You know a lot of ways to act when you're around certain people. You know ways to conduct yourself in these churches when you are the original church. Or let's not use the word church, but let's not even go there. When you use the word belief, just understand that you don't know. So it'd be best that you be cool for a minute. And even when we go to talk about certain things, we know they told us a lie. So when you justify what they told you, like Negro, nigger, Indian, and stuff like that, you know what I mean? These are all words that was given, right? These were all words that subscribed. Even the countries, I don't want to go there, but I'll make another one. Not countries, but these state names. Even the state names, right? They got an origin. They got an original starting date. But I won't get to that right now. I'm speaking on something really ironic, right? You know how they tell you, if you catch a fever, if you get hot, if your body gets hot, you catch a fever, and it's over 100, right? They tell you to take something for that fever. But the natural remedy of a fever, it is the remedy. The fever is the remedy, because the fever is eliminating germs and viruses that's within your body, that some kind of way made it into your bloodstream or a very vital part of your body, all right, that has allowed all the soldiers and warriors in your body to turn up and get hot, to make your body fight off the infection, okay? But they'll tell you to take something for it. You understand? You understand? You overstand? So along these formalities, they'll tell you certain things like, just anything, when you're sick, or let's use a better one. well, I don't have to use a better one. Just think about it. Everything they told you to do, you do, right? And it has led and kept us wherever we were, feeding off something that you really didn't need at all. All right. January 1st is the New Year's and stuff like this, just everything. All right. But let me just tell you this. Your Kundalini is supposed to be rising, right? How do you rise to Kundalini? What if you're waiting on something, your Kundalini to rise when you can activate that yourself? And where does the Kundalini supposed to bring you to? Enlightenment, right? Enlightenment, right? Okay. Pardon. So let me just jump around here sporadically, because I'm getting to a point. Okay. If you look at certain things, and they'll always say, "Don't do that. Why are you doing this?" Or, they say, "You shouldn't eat that." Or, "You shouldn't," just these shouldn'ts and what you shouldn't do. It's a reason behind why anyone would tell you you shouldn't do that. Now you can delegate what you shouldn't do due to study. But also, you can relegate why you should do certain things that they tell you not to do due to the study of why they told you. Now, let's say this. Darkness, right? Darkness holds a key. All right? It holds a key. Now, that's unseen. All right? That you don't know. All right? But it's not like belief. It's just that you don't know it. So it's not a belief. You're just in the dark about something. So you bring it to the light, and then now you become aware, enlightened about something, right? Okay. Let's start here. I guess I'm just jumping around, but it'll become clear real soon. So, your spirit, if you are a free spirit, that means your spirit is not contained. You don't put restrictions on your spirit. You don't put restrictions on yourself about feeling good about yourself. Long as you feel good, right? You have a good life. You feel good, right? Right? Okay. Let's just look at the restrictions on you feeling good. Not making someone else feel terrible, but you, yourself, feeling good. What is spoken about the dark? When you close your eyes, you go straight to the dark, right? Right? And you are in the circumference of everything, because it's not really darkness. It's an ethernet that you instantly enter when you close your eyes. That's why they got you closing your eyes when you so-called pray and close your hand. When you close your hand and all your fingers touch each other and your palms touch each other, you are making your auric field activate. You are becoming one, whole with self. You are totally uniting all avenues and schematics of yourself into, let's just say, a circuit board that connects everything. So you are in touch with everything with your eyes closed. Now you could take your tongue and touch the top of the roof of your mouth, and you can make your eyes roll up in your head and face the third eye or the first eye or the pineal gland, or just say the bend stone of your pyramid. Okay, so all is disconnected. Nevertheless, in this darkness, or in this ether net that you had just projected and cast, in this tunnel, or in this rim. Wait a minute. Before we do that, what do they say happens to us when people go to sleep? They say your body rejuvenates, right? It repairs itself, right? It repairs itself and rejuvenates when you go to so-called sleep. It repairs itself. It rejuvenates itself, right? It actually heals itself. Okay? Right? So they said, but the Kundalini rises when you have deep sleep. Okay, now I think deep sleep is delta. I could be wrong, but look it up. I'm not in the... I don't have the ability at this time to make videos like I did before with all types of, this and that. So nevertheless, when you go to a deep sleep, you really repair yourself. You really heal yourself. You go to a deeper dimension. Okay, you go to a deeper dimension where the Kundalini resides. But you got to have a deep sleep, right? So before I tell you and go further, I'm just going to let you hear what Bobby Hemmett said. I'm going to let you hear just a little bit of it. All right, let me see. Let's see if we can get this here.
Deep sleep and you wake up in a sweat, it means that you...
Wait a minute, let me make sure I'm at the front. Okay.
Go further into the deep sleep where the Kundalini is activated. And the Kundalini ain't nothing but a damn thermostat. It's a heater. It's the fire behind the fire. And so, the fire behind the fire. So, when the Kundalini is activated, that means you must have gone further enough into sleep. Because the principle Upanishad say, when you go to sleep, you go to your higher self. So, they say when you go to sleep, when you go to deep sleep, you go to your higher self. But I'm finding out that based on the way things are, it's very hard to get to a deep sleep. And so you're going to have to take some shit to really put you under.
Okay, enough. He says very hard to go to a deep sleep, right? So you're going to have to take some stuff. That's why people take melatonin and sleeping pills and stuff like that. But let me ask you a natural agent. What's a natural agent and a natural way to get a deeper sleep or to go to sleep, right? Can you guess what could put you to sleep? After you and your woman do something and you say, I put her to sleep, or we both went to sleep, right? You and your woman, right? After y'all do a couple things or a few things, one of you or both of you get sleepy, real sleepy, and you have a deep sleep, right? Through the activity, right? Okay? You have a deep sleep. So you instantly go to a realm where you instantly heal, repair, and get enlightened because the Kundalini is active and it has speeded up the blood circulation. It has speeded up the thought processes. It has speeded up everything that's involved in the temple. It has almost like time expanded or we could say other things, but everything becomes active and it actually pushes you to sleep. It shuts down the left side of the brain. Look up sexual activity monitored by the EEG and the MRI machine, and it'll tell you certain things. It'll also tell you certain things that you have to weed out. You know, they like to put you in a garden and with weeds also, and let you take the whole garden not knowing what the weeds is. But use your discernment. So anyway, putting these together, a deep sleep is introduced or induced by having sex or utilizing those activities in order to promote a healthy lifestyle, meaning healing your body, repairing your body, increasing your blood flow, increasing a connection to the delta phase state in order to get certain information because you're on a certain frequency. If you look it up, you'll see much more. Now, and just look up the activity of the brain and the body when the body is having an orgasm. Look that up, type it in just like that. Okay, so naturally repair itself, naturally rejuvenate itself, naturally does a lot of things. The blood flow. I even read in there, it says it lowers the chances of having cardiac problems. Now, that seems like that actually would be kind of absurd or obscured to a certain group of people. Okay? Even to a mentality to think and to believe what they have been told when they only was told something for the sake of you not getting it or not being put on the right path. They always want to put you on the wrong path. Meaning, you know, they say, they start you off marching. Your left, right, left. They start you off on the wrong foot. Now, I know due to a lot of different information, they'll say they only put the left foot first because, you have to bag up a lie, right? If you tell one lie, you have to tell another one. So don't get all kicked out of place, all right? So understand, what am I saying? I'm saying that's what you were told. You were told for a certain reason. Even the truth may make you look silly, ignorant, and goofy, right? Just like standing there looking at the sun. People that's, goofy, would say, look at this nigga, or look at this goofy. Looking at the sun, staring there, looking at the sun. And if you get 2 or 4 or 5 people there, you get another group of goofies that will say, oh, we got to get the hell out. Something wrong with them. Look, they just standing there staring at the sun. Or if you grab hold of a tree, right? Or you get 2 or 3 people grabbing hold of trees, right? They'll be like, oh, let's get away from them. You understand? But you be looking goofy, right, to them. But all the time, they just don't know what you know. And all the time, you connect into the universe. You being healed. You're grounding your quantum computer. Now, people like to, catch people. Like if you walked in, if you knew the actual, let's say the dynamics that's involved in when a man and a woman come together, that's activating certain energies and devices within the body to strengthen the body, they'll say you're utilizing cortisone through the body. They'll tell you anything. And it'll sound right because they got the right lab coats. And these are experts, remember? Right? Experts. When I looked up the word Greece and what that was, the Iliad, it's a book called the Odyssey or something like that, right? And when I looked up the word Greek or Greece or something, anyway, they were known for telling lies. They were known for giving misinformation. They were known for misguiding you and things of that nature. The book of the Iliad, or it was the Odyssey, or something like that. The Iliad, I think. Nevertheless, I wasn't going to go that way, but I ended up turning that corner. But I got a bag up out of that corner. So let's proceed as I was going. Okay. So anyway, when you observe something that seems ridiculous, like this, if they said, look, in order to connect this and that and the other, you got to use your finger mantras, and you got to stand or sit in this way and use your fingers and cross your middle finger over this finger and this and that and the other. And as you doing that, somebody gonna look at you and say, look at this goofy, look at this weird motherfucker. Oh shit, he's doing some witchcraft. Oh shit, she just weird, right? And let's stay away from her and stuff like this and that, right? But all the time, you're connecting channels in the body. You know what I mean? You're changing wavelengths in your macabre, so-called, right? So when you go or become aware that anything and everything you do, especially something that it can induce sleep, what you are doing to place you on a certain plane of existence or get your body repaired. Don't you take a car in to get repaired, right? If you knew how to take your body into the shop to get repaired, right? Wouldn't you do it? And they'd be like, you lazy. But hold up, all the sleep, you don't even get deep sleep. How can you invoke deep sleep upon the body without taking melatonin pills? How can you get the fire within the fire, right? The fire within the fire. I'm going to let you hear this again.
Into the deep sleep where the kundalini is activated. And the kundalini ain't nothing but a damn thermostat. It's a heater. It's the fire behind the fire. And so, the fire behind the fire. So, when the kundalini is activated, that means you must have gone further enough into sleep. Because the principle Upanishad say, when you go to sleep, you go to your higher self. So, they say when you go to sleep, when you go to deep sleep, you go to your higher self. But I'm finding out that based on the way things are, it's very hard to get to a deep sleep. And so you're going to have to take some shit that really put you under. And you can... I tried it with alcohol, and it's some good shit. Because now that Maya's had my ass on another planet, man. I was rolling. It felt just like when they would go to the Stargate and you see them little light things coming. It felt like that, but I think it's because the alcohol dehydrates you, and melanin works through water nymphs, melosines. You see what I'm saying? Mermaids. So they work through water. But
okay, now you use your imagination, but whatever can put you in a deeper sleep without taking pills that was created in some laboratory that can place your body in a repair shop is good for you. And the reason why they want you to take these pills because it comes along with something else while you go into those realms. But there's much to be said on that. But that which I didn't say to yourself. Because just like when I hear other people speak on certain things, I get other keys. And so do you. So when you hear this, get them keys and unlock them doors that's in your own temple. All right. Have a good day and continue to move as you do. And keep this in mind. That movie, that move, okay, called Back to the Future. It says back to the future. As though our future has already been told to us. We got to go back to it. Continue to grow and keep it moving. Back to the future.